Today we'll be talking about some of the commonly used words in our everyday conversations and their better alternatives, which will enhance your use of English language. Nice. You'd hear this word at least a dozen times in a single day, as if you've run out of all the other adjectives. I had a nice day, I had a nice meal. You could use pleasant instead. For instance, have a pleasant day. I had a pleasant meal. We don't have to fit in nice in every sentence. Difficult. Oh, that is very difficult. You could say, that is quite challenging. That is quite tough. You don't have to use difficult again and again. Another word that is notoriously used again and again in our basic conversations that is bad. Oh, I am very bad at maths. I am very bad at sports. You could say I am terrible. I am horrible. I am dreadful. I am terrible at maths. I am horrible in sports. Now let us assume that you are busy doing some work and you want to inform the person on the waiting end that you'd get back to them soon. So you could say, I'd get back to you shortly, instead of saying, I'd get back to you soon or in this much amount of time. It conveys a more formal approach. Another commonly used word is obvious. We use it pretty much on a daily basis. So instead of using the word obvious over and over again, you can start using evident. It conveys the same meaning but in a more polished way. Consequently, I studied really hard, as a result of which I got into my dream university. You could say, I studied really hard, consequently, as a result of which, consequently, I got into my dream university. So the word consequently refers to as a consequence of. So when we're often telling somebody about our day or even narrating a story, we like to say, and then that happened. And do you know what happened next? So we can say subsequently. Subsequently means and then. It's like a better replacement for and then. I came back home and subsequently I went to the market to get some stuff. Another word which is obsessively used in our daily conversations is literally. Instead of saying literally like a broken record over and over again, you could say exactly or absolutely. Reduce. You could use mitigate instead. For example, I would study hard to reduce the risk of failing the exam. So you can say, I would study hard to mitigate the risk of failing the exam. Interesting. Use fascinating, intriguing instead. For instance, her hobbies were very interesting. You could say her hobbies were fascinating. They were intriguing, compelling, captivating. We often use the word but more than necessary, which makes it sound quite mediocre. We should start using however instead. For example, I wanted to go there, however, I had another commitment. Angry. I was very angry yesterday. You could say I was bitter. I was furious. Very simple. Instead of saying very simple, you could say effortless. For example, the quadratic equations are effortless. Big. I saw a very big house. Now, the word big sounds very basic. So you could use words such as enormous, gigantic, huge, humongous. For instance, I saw a gigantic house. I saw a huge house. It conveys the same message, but just a different use of words. So start using these synonyms in your everyday conversations as better replacements for the commonly used words, as it not only improves your vocab, but it also enhances your writing and prevents repetition. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something out of it. If that is the case, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.